beautifuls, and how are you doing today? Well, I do trust that everything is flowing with ease and grace for you. I'll be waiting in the comments to hear from you today. We're back on, I'm back on again. I had a couple of little things adjusting in my life, so I was not able to come on Monday as promised, but we should be on day 5 of continuing the series of Own Your Power. Own Your Power. Last week we focused quite a bit on your self-worth and a bit on trauma. And today, our focus will be sharing a little bit with you on grief. In case you're wondering, I am Rev.Joslyn, a dedicated metaphysician specialized in holistic wellness. If you've been feeling out of balance or seeking deeper fulfillment and growth, you're not alone, and I'm here to help you. I offer a unique blend of spiritual insight and practical tools designed to transform your well-being by focusing on your mind, your body, and spirit. We can address the fullness of who you are. Together, we'll create a custom plan to help you manage stress, boost your emotional resilience, and align your daily life with your deepest values and aspirations. Whether your goal is involving personal growth, better health, or spiritual enrichment, you receive compassionate, tailored support at every step of your journey through mindfulness and spiritual practice. You're going to learn how to effectively manage the stress and bolster your resistance. Of course, we're going to be working on aligning your life with your personal values and aspirations, helping you to feel fulfilled and empowered. You can experience our personalized coaching and workshop, which will oftentimes encourage inner growth and spiritual enrichment, guiding you to your fullest potential. So I invite you to explore. I'll put some links in the comment. You can explore the different the different things we have that will help you with you getting your transformation and feeling fulfilled. We have challenges. We have workshops and a number of other things that will certainly help you on your journey to reach or to fulfill your fullest potential. So today the focus is on grief. We have been focusing, like I mentioned before, the focus was on self-worth and trauma. And we're going to continue that aspect a wee bit today and look at grief. Now, grief it's often, I've known any form of grief which is not negative in terms of experience. But the focus, of course, is through these challenging times, through what might appear to be loss, that you will be able to gain through those losses, and you will be able to own your power even in the midst of these challenging times. So let's quickly take a look at what grief might be, a quick definition of grief. Grief is deep or intense sorrow or distress, especially at the death of someone, the natural reaction to loss. Grief comes in many forms. Most often it occurs after losing someone, but that doesn't mean that grief is just all about the death of someone. We can have loss, we can lose something or we can lose someone, whether it's through death, whether it's through a breakup, and it's also possible to lose a good friend. Of course, the good friend doesn't have to be because of death, but it just can be they're no longer a match for you, and so you would have breakup or sever the ties with that person, be it a partner or be it just a regular friend or so on. Another form of grief, and this is what the one that I'm going to be focusing a little bit on today, is, and many of you would be familiar with that one too, is realizing the loss of a way of life. Yeah? People grieve the loss of a long time job, career, or financial stability. Or maybe it can be a move to another city or state, or anything you may have lost and it's not necessary would have been your first choice. And that in itself, we grieve that. I know in my neck of the woods, in my island here in the Caribbean, I'm in Pure Grenada, and our sister island, Petit Martinique, and we would have lots of people would be grieving during this time still because of the damages of Hurricane Beryl. And I know all over the world we are grieving loss, whether it's through a human being, a loved one that we would have lost, or the loss of material possession. It's there, and it's valid, and it's important to go through the grieving process. Yes? So while this experience is often negative and it can really suck your power dry, we all know that life do continues. And this is why I'm here, because I want you to share with you a couple simple things again. We cannot dive into everything here because we just don't have the time. And of course, everybody's situation is a little bit different, although similar. So what we're going to look at now is, as I said, grief can be hard, but the purpose is to own your power in the midst of that. So let's talk about that. We said grief can be very hard and it leads to extreme sad state. Yes? But it doesn't have, you don't have to remain in that extreme sad state. And believe you me, I can tell you because I've been through a number of grief, including the loss of my very special loved one, my son at the age of 6. And during those moments, I also had a tiny baby girl, 5 months old, to take care of. So that's one aspect of grief I had to deal with, and still be in a position where I can truly own my power and be able to navigate life, taking care of my beautiful loved one who were not even in a position to even help herself. But owning, even in this moment, and I want for those of you who may be having something like that, even in that moment, that little, what one may consider to be helpless, we were able to draw strength from her and to experience joy and peace in that moment. I don't want to dive too deep into that because there be times again where I'm going to visit that. So I'm just sharing with you the degree, how I can identify with you in areas. So I had that aspect, and I'm sure some of you would be able to identify with some of that. The loss of a loved one, be it through your child, or it might be your elderly parent who you love very dearly, or so on. And then also, for me, I also suffered the loss of intimate partner, loved one, my husband back then. So I suffered that loss through going through that. And one, you have to be in a space where you can stand and own your power. And you want to do all of that in love too. So because there are situations where the loss, although it's heavy on you, although it might suck, as I say, suck the life of you, you can be sympathetic to the loss and you're not developing hatred and all those things. And there are some loss again where you can develop the emotions surrounding those things can be pretty heavy and unhealthy for you. And so we don't want to walk that path of unhealthiness. We want to be in a position where we can step up, um, establish our self-worth, and begin to own our power from those situations. And how can you do that? Because I don't want to ramble on. And of course, in terms of identifying, for those of you who can say, okay, well, I didn't lose a loved one. Okay, I didn't go through the loss or break up with anyone and so, but I've had loss. And you can have loss, of course, to a career loss. You might be transitioning, financial loss, you name it. Even as what some people might consider simple, and no loss is simple because it's the value you place on it and how important that particular thing is for you. So at no time would we want to underestimate that the impact of that loss on you. Whether that loss, it might be maybe you were someone, the way of life, maybe you were someone who always loved to go to the salon to be pampered and all those things. And now because of the financial shift, you cannot do those things. Maybe you're someone again with your house and you would have been familiar with a particular surroundings and so on, and then you had to just uproot yourself and go. So I have been chatting and I want to get to that place where I can leave something with you. So I'm going to quickly say one of the things you want to do in terms of being able to own your power is be in a position to say, okay, this is what has happened and it is a loss, but how can I gain through this loss? What are the things, what are the emotions that are coming up for me? So you're not spiritually bypassing, you're not brushing things under a table, but you're dealing with things as it comes. So I've lost this in my life, but how can I move on, owning my power? The first thing, one of the things you want to do is deal with the feelings and say, I am what feelings? Yes? I miss feeling that when I was with whatever. So if it was a loved one, you might say, I miss feeling whatever that emotion was when I was with that person or in that situation, whatever it is. So you're dealing with that, you're ensuring that you can come up with this feeling. And now what I want you to do as you go through that, because remember, we are digging deep, you want to write down what these people, places, or things give you. What were the emotions that they give you? What were the good things that they give you? For me, when my son died, what was able to take me through is remembering those beautiful things that he had contributed to our lives. And to this day, I have the picture of this beautiful 6-year-old full of liveliness. And so he's contributing all now to my youthfulness, that playfulness. That's one of the things I took from that loss. Seeing Kwame in all his little glory, bumping around with all the life. And so I pull that into my experience and keep working with it throughout as I move forward. Yes? So this is one thing you can do. Pull from the good that you would have had with the experiences, whether it is a person, whether it's a place or a situation. And when you do, you get the emotions. When you get the emotions from that, you work with that. So this is the little bit that I am sharing with you. And it's simply, very simple, but very powerful, as I see. Focus on the emotions that the situation would have given you. If it's something, it's an emotion that you don't want, then you discard it and you now focus on what emotions you would have wanted to have and pull that into your life. Yes? What I want you to do is to journal on that, because it's only by writing most times Yes, or if you have someone that would be in a position to listen to you. You don't just want to share this with any and anyone, because some folks will definitely not be sympathetic to you. And especially if it's a situation that happened a little while now, you might find some folks saying, "Oh, you don't find it's time to get over this, or you're still grieving over this," and so on. So you want to be in a position where you can get someone that you can share deeply with, whether it might be a trusted spiritual person, it might be a coach, it might be a trusted friend, of course, it might be a psychologist, whatever it is your fancy. But make sure you do that, because you want to be in a position to own that power and to live up to your true potential, that to feel that thing and to put this thing out, whatever it is that you consistently feel on your heart. And it is possible through whatever challenge. I'm seeing one of my good very inspirational person on the live here with me, author Janelle Victory, and oh boy, this lady has some testimony. What? So if you can follow her, that would be perfect. Very inspirational. So all I can say to you now is, you don't want to wallow in the trauma that you would have experienced from year to year. You don't want this to suck on you, because you don't want to get ill. The stress is enough for some folks to develop cancer, the heart attack, the hypertension. I'm doing this thing because I do not want to see my people suffer so much. It is possible to go through challenges in life. We were built to manage challenges, to have, because that's just part of living. And you want to be able to go through this experiencing peace. It's possible. Experiencing joy. It's possible. Experiencing peace. I said peace already. Experiencing fulfillment, because it is possible. Yes, life is not supposed to be doom, gloom, and wondering, oh, what's happening, what's next, and I'm tired of living, I want to give up. No, you want to take control, and these are one simple step that you can take to gain control. Take some time to journal and focus on the positive aspect that you would have had in that loss, and after taking time to focus on that, you will now pull these aspects into your life on a daily basis. Get that feeling and it will come. So again, I'm Rev.Joslyn, your dedicated metaphysician, specialized in personal wellness. I'm helping you to live this fulfilled and balanced life that is yours, and it has always been yours. Bye for now. God bless. Remember to check the comments. I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube, so it will be there. Most times I take down these videos on Facebook, so you can check out the channel on YouTube, Rev.Joslyn Repair, and it will be there for you to refer, along with some other activities which will help you, some challenges, some email series, wonderful things that can get you going, will help you to either maintain your power and enjoy that fulfilled life, or to lift you up and put you on your path of joy and fulfillment. Bye for now. God bless. Love you.